At the start of the drama, we see the female lead, Chen Qing, who comes from a rich family but wants to live a normal life, so she has run away from home. On her way, she sees a girl changing clothes right in the middle of the street. Seeing her, Chen Qing says, "Are the girls in this city such models that they change their clothes right on the road?" Just then, the girl turns around, pulls off her wig, and throws it away. And that's when we realize this isn't a girl at all, but a boy, the male lead of this drama. Tu Feng. Right then, Chen Qing hears guards coming up behind her, trying to catch her. The moment she sees them, she rushes over to Tu Feng, grabs him, and says, "Let me use you for a little while." Saying this, she hugs him, so it looks like they're a couple, and the guards walk right past without noticing them. As soon as they're gone, she steps away from Tu Feng, but then another group comes running, this time searching for Tu Feng himself. Seeing them, Tu Feng says to Chen Qing, "Now let me use you for a little while too," and kisses her. Chen Qing thinks to herself, "It's only my first day since running away from home, and on this very first day, this awful man has already stolen my first kiss." We're then shown a scene from the day before. At night, Chen Qing is reading her mom and dad's diary when it falls to the floor, and in a burst of light, her mom and dad appear before her. Her mom tells her, "Tomorrow is your engagement, and we want you to know that you're a wonderful girl and we're proud of you. But we also want you to live your life the way you want to." Chen Qing says, "But I don't know what I want." Her dad tells her the name of the college where he studied, and at that, Chen Qing's eyes open and she realizes this was her dream all along. We then see Chen Qing's grandfather, who is getting everything ready for her engagement. Chen Qing has no intention of going through with it, so she's just wasting time under the pretense of getting ready. When her friend comes to see her, she tells her, "You're my best friend, aren't you? I'm in trouble right now, so you have to help me." A little later, Chen Qing arrives at the engagement hall with her face covered. When her fiancé lifts her veil, it turns out this isn't Chen Qing at all, and it's her friend. Her grandfather is furious. Meanwhile, Chen Qing, who is about to slip out the door and run, is spotted by her grandfather, who orders his guards to catch her. But she dodges everyone and escapes, running all the way to the city where her mom and dad first met, studied together, and fell in love. Since the guards are on her trail, she can't move around freely, so she changes her look and starts exploring the city. That's when she bumps into a boy named Gu Nan, and both their bags fall to the ground. He quickly picks his up, apologizes, and they go their separate ways. But because the bags are the same color, they get swapped. When Chen Qing later reaches into her bag for money, she finds none and realizes it isn't hers. Starving, Chen Qing sits down among some beggars to ask for money. A woman is about to give her some when her little child says, "Mom, don't give her money. She's a fake beggar. Look how nice her clothes are." The mother pulls her money back and Chen Qing gets furious at the child. Just then, another beggar teaches her the tricks of proper begging. Using his tips, she goes to beg at a concert, Tu Feng's concert. She'd come there to beg but ends up enjoying the show instead, until she spots her grandfather's guards there searching for her and has to slip away again. After the concert, Tu Feng meets his manager, who's thrilled because their album is a hit. Nearby, Tu Feng's dad's guards are waiting to take him to his father's wedding, but Tu Feng doesn't want to go. His manager tries to convince him, "You really should go, and what's the problem?" But he says, "I already told you I don't want to go." Since the guards are blocking the way out, he disguises himself as a girl to sneak past them, but they recognize him after a short distance and chase him down. That's how the two of them, both dodging their own family's guards, collide with each other on the street. After the kiss, Tu Feng says, "This was just an accident. I'll forget it, and you should too," and starts to walk off, but Chen Qing grabs his shoulder to stop him. He asks, "Do you want my autograph?" and hands her a photo of himself. But Chen Qing, who spent the whole day wandering as a hungry beggar, has no use for an autograph. She stares at him with disappointed eyes, crumples the photo, throws it aside, and says, "My bag is missing. If you help me find it, I can forget about this whole accident." Tu Feng says, "What does your bag have to do with me? Why should I do that?" She pretends to cry. "I've been hungry all day. I don't have a single coin. My bag was stolen, and on top of it all, this awful man stole my first kiss." Tu Feng suspects she's lying about the bag, so she pulls a phone out of it and says, "Look, this is what took my bag, and now he's not even answering his phone." Seeing the phone, Tu Feng realizes it belongs to Gu Nan, his best friend. He takes her to Gu Nan, gets her bag back, then tells her, "I'll only give you this bag once you agree to do something for me," and brings her along to his dad's wedding. There, his friend Xin Ya, who has feelings for him, sees him with Chen Qing and asks angrily, "Who is this girl?" Tu Feng says, "You'll find out soon enough." Just then, his dad spots him and walks over, saying with some irritation, "I didn't think you'd come here too." Tu Feng snaps, "Don't you feel bad for my mom?" His soon-to-be stepmother chimes in. "He must have been busy with his show, that's why he's late." Tu Feng says, "Yes, it's such a big day for my dad, so of course I had to make time for it. Actually, I have a huge surprise for you all." His dad, irritated again, says, "It would be best if you didn't cause any trouble here." Tu Feng replies, "Oh no, not at all. I only came to give my blessing." He takes Chen Qing's hand, leads her up onto the stage, quietly asks her name, and then announces into the mic, "Hello everyone. Welcome to my engagement party today." Everyone is stunned. They'd come for his father's wedding, so how did it suddenly turn into an engagement party? Right then, Tu Feng introduces her. "This is Chen Qing, my fiancé," and kisses her. Xin Ya nearly faints, and Chen Qing is the most confused of all. She can't make sense of everything that's happening to her in a single day. She pushes him away and says, "What are you doing? Have you lost your mind? How can I be your fiancé?" Tu Feng slips his card into her pocket and says, "There's plenty of money on this," and gives her the password too. Since she badly needs money right now, she plays along. But seeing this, his dad gets furious, walks over and says, "Stop this whole charade. Who gave you permission to get engaged?" Then he threatens Chen Qing. "You should stay far away from him." Tu Feng snaps back, "Why are you scaring my fiancé? Talk to me instead." Not wanting a scene, his dad pulls him aside. "What do you want? Why are you doing all this?" Tu Feng says, "You know exactly what I want." His dad asks, "Does the son really talk to his father this way?" Tu Feng replies, "Yes, like father, like son." Meanwhile, while the two of them argue, Chen Qing is enjoying the food at the party. But then Xin Ya walks up and throws water in her face, then starts apologizing. "Oh, that was an accident." Furious, Chen Qing scolds her right back. Xin Ya says, "You're doing all this for money, aren't you? I'll pay you, Kurt. Just stay away from Tu Feng," and throws a check at her. Chen Qing, who already comes from a rich family and came here to live a normal life, watches Xin Ya flaunt her money. Pretending to bend down for the check, she ties it to some clothes on Xin Ya's dressing table, then it announces it to everyone and slaps the check across her face. Furious, Xin Ya lunges at her, trips, and brings the whole table down with her. Seeing the chaos, the guards chase Chen Qing off again. Watching all this, the dad tells Tu Feng, "You have to call off this engagement. If you do, I'll call off my wedding too." Tu Feng agrees. With the guards after her, Chen Qing hides in the makeup room and changes back into her true look. Just then, Gu Nan walks in, and the moment he sees her, he falls for her. She asks him, "Could you help me zip up my dress? I can't reach it myself." Blushing, he helps her out. The next day, Chen Qing goes to apply for admission at the college where her parents studied, but her grandfather's guards are standing right at the gate. Panicking, she thinks, "I'm already late. What do I do?" Then an idea strikes her, and she changes her look and walks right past them. On the admission form, she writes her name as Chen Yu, and from here on, we'll know this identity of hers by that name. Chen Yu spots a photo of her dad at the college and asks the teacher, "Who is this?" The teacher explains, "He's a former student here. He contributed a great deal to this college." She asks, "Is he still here?" The teacher says, "No, he left after graduating." No one knows where he is now. Meanwhile, Tu Feng's manager is stressed out, telling him, "Where did your fiancé suddenly come from?" Every news channel, every social media post, these rumors are everywhere. Everyone wants to know about your personal life. Our contract clearly says you can't be in any relationship while you're with us. You can't let any woman near you. None of this bothers Tu Feng in the least. Just then, the manager gets a call from someone asking about the girl Tu Feng kissed, and he says, "Oh, that girl isn't his fiancée at all. She's his new assistant." After her admission, Chen Yu meets her roommate Zhang, who is very sweet, and the two become friends on the very first day. Noticing Chen Yu has come nearly empty-handed, Zhang asks, "Did you only bring a bag with you? You should have brought bed sheets, a blanket, and other essentials." Chen Yu says, "I thought the college would provide all that." Zhang tells her, "No, they don't give you anything. You'll have to buy it yourself." So the two go out to buy supplies, and when they come back, Chen Yu sees all the girls rushing towards someone. "Something interesting must be happening," she says. "Let's go look." But Zhang stops her. "It's better if we don't." Chen Yu asks why, and Zhang explains, "Listen, there are 3 most famous people at our college, and you should stay away from all of them. First, there's the gentleman Gu Nan, who's great at both academics and sports. Then there's Yi Yang, our campus troublemaker, also called the Midday Devil. There are rumors he's capable of anything, so everyone's scared of him. And third, the school's #1 famous guy, the one every girl is crazy about, Tu Feng." The moment she sees him, Chen Yu recognizes him and says, "That famous guy? Oh, I know him. He's completely useless, a total troublemaker. I could take him down with a single potato chip." Zhang says, "Hey, don't make fun of him. Don't you want to stay at this college?" Just then, Yi Yang walks up to Tu Feng and says, "Hey bro, isn't that your fiancée right there? Don't you want to take care of her?" Hearing this, Chen Yu tries to hide her face, while Tu Feng realizes everyone is talking about how this is the same girl he kissed. Embarrassed, he tells Yi Yang, "I don't have a fiancé, and this girl, I don't even know her," and walks off. Still fuming, Chen Yu heads toward class when she runs into Xin Ya and her friend. Seeing her, Xin Ya says, "First you chase after my Tu Feng, and now you've followed him here too." and starts insulting her badly. In response, Chen Yu dirties Xin Ya's dress to teach her a lesson. Xin Ya then complains to a security guard. This girl isn't from our college, and I don't know where she came from. The guard asks Chen Yu for her ID card, but it isn't in her bag because Xin Ya's friend had already stolen it earlier, so Chen Yu gets thrown out of the college. Wandering around aimlessly, she thinks, now I'll have to find food again. Living a normal life is so hard. She goes to a restaurant to fill her stomach. After eating, her bill comes to 120, but she only has 100. She writes an apology note for the missing 20, but writes it on the back of a torn Tu Feng poster, which infuriates the manager since Tu Feng had personally autographed it. Just then, 3 of his biggest fans walk in and start yelling at Chen Yu. How could you tear up his poster? He signed this with his own hands. Chen Yu says, I'll pay for that too. The manager snaps, do you think you can buy everything with money? To punish her, they tie her up. And that's when they realize she's the same girl caught up in the kissing rumors with Tu Feng. So they start tickling her to torment her further. Chen Yu apologizes, but the manager says, to make up for this, you'll either wash 300 dishes here or tell us in detail how his lips felt. Were they soft? What did his saliva taste like? Chen Yu says, I'd rather wash the dishes than tell you any of that. Just show me where. She heads into the kitchen and Zhang comes to help. But a bowl slips out of Chen Yu's hands and the food spills everywhere, making things worse. Zhang hugs her anyway, and the two end up working there for a long time. The next day is Chen Yu's first day in class. Tu Feng, who's dozing off, is instantly wide awake the moment he sees her. The teacher seats her next to him and the two of them greet each other as if meeting for the first time. Chen Yu then drags her chair right up next to the teacher to listen better, gets scolded for it, and the other students laugh. Back beside Tu Feng, who's ignoring her, she stares him down. Let's see how long you're going to pretend you don't know me. Do you know what I've had to deal with because of you? People are trolling me online. He snaps back, I did give you money, didn't I? How was I supposed to know our photo would go viral? She stomps on his foot under the desk. He shoves her off her chair and everyone bursts out laughing. The teacher punishes them both with cleaning duty. Furious, Chen Yu remembers she learned taekwondo as a kid and thinks, I've never used this skill until now, but today's the day. She calmly walks up to Tu Feng and knocks him down. Shocked, the other girls start gossiping that Chen Yu must be his obsessed fan. She yells back, I can't even stand looking at his face. How could I be his fan? Tu Feng's manager then comes to see Chen Yu. I didn't think you'd go this far for Tu Feng. You've even become his desk mate. Furious, she grabs him by the collar. I'm not here because of him. Tu Feng arrives too, and the manager explains, you've put him in a really difficult spot. Please help clear up these rumors. Chen Yu says, none of this is my fault. He's the one who took me to his dad's wedding and kissed me twice. Tu Feng quickly covers her mouth. Keep your voice down. There are people around. If you need money, I'll give you more. The manager offers her a VIP concert ticket, but she throws it back in his face. I don't want your money or this ticket. Who'd want to hear someone with such an awful voice sing anyway? Gathering his courage, the manager tells her, to end these rumors, you'll need to pretend to be his assistant for a while. She refuses and walks off, leaving him completely frustrated. Chen Yu then asks around the cafeteria about her dad and learns that student records are kept in the office. That night, she sneaks in to investigate, but her professor walks in, and as she tries to slip out, she bumps a photo frame off the wall, shattering it. The professor scolds her. You've barely enrolled, and already you've broken such an important picture of the college. Now you'll have to pay $14,000 in compensation. Worried, she doesn't even have money for food. She briefly considers accepting the assistant job, but the idea doesn't sit right. Then she spots Zhang sneaking out at night and follows her to a restaurant where she works. Why do you work here? She asks. You told me you go to the library to study. Zhang admits, I'm from a middle-class family. I got in on a scholarship, but I need this job to cover my other expenses. Just then the boss starts scolding Zhang, which Chen Yu can't stand. And once the boss leaves, she says, the two of us are starting our own business. Why quit this job right now? Zhang agrees. Just then, Chen Yu spots Gunan being threatened by someone. Do exactly as I say or you know what happens. You're not really the heir of the Gu family, and if you don't listen, I'll tell everyone the truth. To chase the man off, Chen Yu walks over and pretends to be Gunan's girlfriend, and the man leaves. Gunan thanks her. Please don't tell anyone what you heard today, and if you ever need help, I'll be there. Chen Yu says, actually, I need your help right now. The next day, she announces to the class, starting today, Zhang and I are launching a delivery service. Whatever you need, we'll bring it to you for just $2. No one pays attention, so she plays the announcement over the loudspeaker, irritating Tu Feng enough that he switches it off right when Gunan shows up and places an order which was exactly the help she'd asked for. Since Gunan is the campus star, once he orders, everyone follows, and business takes off. She also starts a second business, delivering love letters from girls to Tu Feng, which annoys him so much he orders her to fetch him a cold drink just to get rid of her. But she just sits in front of him and orders it online instead. One day, Chen Yu overhears girls talking about wanting to swim with Tu Feng. She marches straight up to him and asks, "Why don't you ever go swimming?" and forces him toward the pool hut. But he's terrified of water, which she finds hilarious. Laughing, she accidentally falls in herself. She can't swim either and starts screaming for help, but Tu Feng, too scared of the water to help, runs off instead. Yi Yang shows up and rescues her. That night, Chen Yu and Zhang count up their week's earnings. Plenty for Zhang, but not enough for Chen Yu. This won't even cover the photo frame compensation, she says, and reluctantly becomes Tu Feng's assistant. Afterward, his attitude changes completely. He tells Gunan, in the end, she had to give in to me, and she even bought all the tickets to my concert herself. Such a liar, saying she wasn't my fan. But then he discovers she's resold those tickets to classmates at a markup, which infuriates him, until Gunan stops him. Let her make a little money, man. He lets it go, but then finds out she's also renting out her desk seat so other girls can pay to sit beside him, which drives him crazy, wondering what she won't do for money. The teacher announces a welcome party and asks what everyone wants for it. All the students want to see Tu Feng perform. We see Yi Yang watching him practice a song written for his first love, Xin Yu, who died in an accident. Tu Feng was supposed to write a new song for the party but doesn't have time, so he's considering performing this one instead, which doesn't sit well with Yi Yang. That night, as Tu Feng is leaving, Chen Yu tells him, "Your performance is weak. Come on, let me help you practice." "Classes are closed. Where would we go?" he asks. "Fine, let's practice on the field. No one will bother us there." She leads him out, and the moment he arrives, the lights switch on. She's secretly arranged a small concert there to raise funds for the party. With no way out, he performs. The next day at the welcome party, he sings that same song, saying, "I wrote this for someone special and I want to dedicate it to them." The song is sad and everyone gets emotional. And for the first time, Chen Yu finds herself drawn to his singing. Chen Yu runs an anonymous account where she posts comics, usually portraying Tu Feng very negatively, but this time, she praises him instead. One morning, noticing Zhang is upset, she asks what's wrong, but Zhang won't say. Chen Yu presses her. "Tell me the truth. We're friends. You can share your problems with me." Zhang finally admits, "My dad needs surgery, and I need 20,000 for it, but my family can't put that together." Chen Yu says, "Don't worry, we'll figure something out," and quickly spots a poster for a music video needing a female lead. "I'm going to audition for this." The next day, she tells Gunan and Tu Feng. Gunan asks if she's really going through with it. Tu Feng says, "I'm telling you now, don't go. You'll just embarrass yourself and come crying back to us." Furious, she says, "I'm your assistant. That doesn't mean you get to stop me from doing anything else," and goes anyway. But no one pays her any attention at the audition. She runs into Xin Ya, who taunts her. "Did you really think with that ugly face you could steal my chance to work with Tu Feng on his music video? I'm the one working with him." Realizing Tu Feng is the male lead, Chen Yu no longer wants any part of it. But for Zhang's sake, she comes back as her true self, Chen Qing, and this time gets selected. There she meets the manager who praises her endlessly, though she's annoyed since he always called her ugly as Chen Yu. He happily tells her Tu Feng will be the male lead, but she shows no reaction, which strikes him as odd. Ignoring him, she asks directly, "When do I get my 20,000? He tells her, "Once the shoot wraps." Coming back, Chen Yu tells Zhang, "Sorry, I got rejected. But don't worry, we'll raise the money for your dad's surgery somehow." Gunan comforts her. "Are you upset about the rejection? Rejection isn't a bad thing. Try again." Tu Feng says, "I already told her not to go. The way she talks, she could only ever play a buffalo." Furious, she stomps on his foot hard. When he yells out, she says, "Who told you to put your foot under mine? Don't you know the queen is about to walk through here?" And storms off. The next day, she arrives at the shoot as Chen Qing, where Gunan recognizes her as the girl he once met in the changing room. The manager introduces her as Chen Qing. Though Xinya keeps clinging to Tu Feng throughout, the director tells Chen Qing she needs to play piano in one scene. Xinya offers to teach her, but Chen Qing ignores her and plays flawlessly, having mastered the piano since childhood, impressing everyone. During the shoot, Tu Feng is being very sweet to her, and she thinks, "When I'm Chen Yu, he's always yelling at me. Now that I look good, suddenly it's all sweet talk? Just wait, I'll teach you a lesson." She keeps stomping on his foot on purpose throughout filming. Then afterward has him fetch her water repeatedly. Too cold, then too hot, running him back and forth, thoroughly enjoying herself. After the shoot wraps, Tu Feng asks to be friends and requests her contact info. Chen Qing assumes he likes her, but really he's only asking because Gu Nan asked him to, since Gu Nan has feelings for her. The manager mentions a huge crowd of fans outside, and Chen Qing suggests Tu Feng dress up as a girl to slip out, which he does. The manager gives her the 20,000, which she takes straight to Zhang. Tu Feng asked me to give you this. He has a good heart but doesn't want to show off in front of anyone. Just then, some people show up and kidnap them both. At the kidnappers' hideout, it turns out Yi Yang arranged it. He scolds his goons. I only told you to bring Chen Yu. Why did you bring Zhang too? One replies, they were sitting together, so I figured buy one, get one free. Furious, Yi Yang nearly hits him. Do you think this is McDonald's? He tells Chen Yu, I didn't mean to trouble you two. I just wanted to lure Tu Feng here through you. She asks why Tu Feng would come for her. He says, you'll find out soon. He calls Tu Feng, your assistant is in my custody. If you care about her safety, come to the address I'm sending you now. Tu Feng rushes out. Meanwhile, Yi Yang leaves his goons to watch the girls, but Chen Yu tricks them onto a swing set and slips away. When Tu Feng arrives and asks Gu Nan where she is, Yi Yang taunts him. Wow, you got here fast for your girlfriend. Seems like you care about her a lot more than you ever cared about Xin Yu. Tu Feng says, she's not my girlfriend. Leave her alone. If you have a problem, take it up with me. Furious, Yi Yang says, Xin Yu's death is because of you and you need to accept that. Gu Nan tries to calm him. That's in the past, and it was an accident, not Tu Feng's fault. Tu Feng says, I admit my mistake, but why did you kidnap Chen Yu? What did she have to do with it? Gu Nan adds, let her go. Yi Yang, angered, kicks him, and Tu Feng jumps into the fight too. Just then, one of Yi Yang's friends rushes in. Chen, you slipped away right under our noses. I saw them heading to the haunted mansion, but you know how scared I am of ghosts, so I didn't follow. Furious, Yi Yang hits him too. Overhearing all this, Tu Feng heads off to find Chen Yu, but Yi Yang stops him. That song you wrote for Xin Yu, it should never be released, and I never want to hear it from you again. Meanwhile, inside the haunted mansion, Chen Yu and Zhang are terrified and can't find their way out in the dark. Searching, they go deeper and get trapped. Something heavy is about to fall on Chen Yu, but Tu Feng arrives just in time, saves her, and carries her out on his back. At the exit, Yi Yang taunts him. So the hero saved Chen Yu. If only you'd shown that kind of courage for Xin Yu. I'll never forgive you for that. Tu Feng says, I promise you I'll never sing that song again, but don't take it out on others because of me, and leaves with Chen Yu. Yang then remembers Zhang was inside too, goes back for her, finds her huddled in a corner with an injured leg and offers his hand. Trust me, I'll get you out of here safely. Chen Yu draws a funny sketch of Tu Feng for her comic's next chapter. He sees it and says, whoever's writing this comic, if I ever find out who it is, I'll teach them a real lesson. In the next scene, Tu Feng has invited Chen Qing to a restaurant. He compliments her, then says, that music video we worked on together, I don't want to release it because it'll hurt someone's feelings. She asks whose, but seeing him uncomfortable says, never mind, if you don't want to say. Still, he tells her, I wrote it for a special girl and my first love. She died in a car accident 3 years ago. I don't want to relive those memories by releasing it. She thanks him and he says, it's nothing. We're friends. Leaving, Chen Yu feels upset. When I asked him, he didn't tell me anything and got angry on top of it. But when I was Chen Qing without me even asking, he told me all about his past. That means he only likes beautiful girls? The next day, Xin Ya spreads a rumor that Chen Yu delivers expired food. Chen Yu calls her supplier to say she's coming to check the food quality, and Tu Feng comes over. Is something wrong? Already furious with him, she grabs and twists his hand. In pain, he says, what are you doing? I only came to ask if you needed help. She says, don't do me any favors. And just like you told me to stay out of your business, stay out of mine, and walks off. He calls after her. It's not like I was dying to help you anyway. But learning the real problem, he has the CCTV checked and finds that someone snuck in at night and tampered with her supplies. The next day, Gu Nan shows the footage to the class clearing her name. That night, a very drunk Tu Feng shows up at the girls' dorm, shouting Chen Yu's name. Hearing the noise, she assumes someone's proposing to their girlfriend, but finds it's him. She tries to calm him down. He shouts into a megaphone, keep it down, or everyone will know I came here, and then says, you need money, right? Take my wallet, take my cards. Just stay away from other guys because you're mine. He's about to kiss her, then passes out on her shoulder. The next day, the whole class gossips about them, embarrassing them both. Once alone, they start arguing again, with Gu Nan quietly listening in. Tu Feng tells Chen Yu, you don't act like a girl at all. You should learn a thing or two from Chen Qing. She's so sweet, talks so nicely to everyone. One day I'll introduce you. Hearing Chen Qing's name, Gu Nan starts praising her too, since he already likes her. Chen Yu cuts in. Before you two go dreaming about her, take a good look at yourselves. Don't you find it strange that she just appears and disappears out of nowhere and neither of you knows anything about her background? And have you noticed she always wears long dresses? You never even see her feet? I bet she's some kind of witch. Both of them believe her completely and start feeling spooked at the thought of Chen Qing, which Chen Yu finds hilarious. For a class drama, Chen Yu has to play the violin and does so beautifully. Hearing it, the teacher feels she's heard this tune before, and Gunan realizes right then that this is the same tune Chen Qing played. That means the two of them are the same girl. This breaks his heart because he likes Chen Qing and Tu Feng likes Chen Yu, but if they're the same person, how can they both like her? Seeing Gunan upset, Tu Feng asks what's wrong. Gunan says, "Do you remember we've never fought over anything before, but if that ever happened, what would you do?" Tu Feng says, "Simple. I'd give it up to you." Before Gunan can say more, Tu Feng gets a call from his manager. "Some of your friends hacked into our computer, and that song you didn't want released, it's out now." The day finally arrives for the class drama Chen Yu's been rehearsing. Tu Feng plays Beauty. She plays Beast. He heads off to get in character, but she's so nervous she accidentally drinks alcohol instead of water before going on stage. In the play, Xin Ya is the villain, and Beauty must save her Beast. Tu Feng, rescuing Chen Yu, says, "I'm here now. I won't let anything happen to you." She replies, "It's too late. My time in this world has come. But before I go, I want you to know that I love you very much," and kisses him, leaving everyone stunned since this wasn't in the script. Their performance is a hit, but Chen Yu stays unconscious afterward and they realize she was drunk. When her teacher falls ill, Chen Yu visits her at home. Seeing photos of her parents, she gets emotional. Noticing her tears, the teacher asks if she knows them, and Chen Yu admits, "Yes, they're my parents." The teacher tells her, "Your mom was so brave." Chen Yu shares, "She passed away a few years ago, and after that my dad left without a word. I don't know where he went. Whenever I ask my grandfather, he refuses to tell me and just says my dad was a bad person, that he caused my mom's death. But I don't believe that." The teacher says, "I don't believe it either. Anna, your dad loved your mom very much." In a flashback, we see her parents dancing together. The teacher explains, "They married right after graduation, and then I got busy with my career, so I don't know what happened after. If you want to know more, ask your grandfather." Chen Yu hugs her and thanks her. Leaving there, Chen Yu calls her grandfather, who says, "Come home, I miss you so much. I never thought you'd stay away this long." But crying, she tells him, "Grandpa, I want to know about my parents, but I can't find out anything. Please tell me what you know." He ignores this and asks instead where she is. She tells him the name of her college. We see Gu Nan and Tu Feng together. Gu Nan says, "My grandmother's birthday is next week. I don't know what to get her. Come help me pick something out." Tu Feng says, "Your grandma's birthday comes every year, but you've never fulfilled her wish. She wants you to find a girlfriend, and you're not even trying. And I know you like Chen Qing, so why don't you tell her?" Gu Nan stays silent. The next day, Chen Qing goes to meet a teacher who was a friend of her mom's. After they talk, the teacher leaves, and Gu Nan and Tu Feng arrive and spot Chen Qing. Tu Feng tells Gu Nan, "Chen Qing is right here today, and today, I'm going to get you two together." He drags Gu Nan over. Gu Nan's about to propose to a girl. "Could you help us out?" Gu Nan says, No, not me. He's the one proposing. You two talk. I'll go find a gift for my grandma." Tu Feng finds it strange that Gu Nan, who supposedly likes her, keeps running off. But since Gu Nan gave his own name as the excuse, Tu Feng tells Chen Qing, "Yes, I have a friend. A bit strange, but I don't have to pretend to be someone else around her. I like her just as she is because she has a really good heart. One day I'll introduce you to. Teach her some girly habits too." Delighted to hear Tu Feng likes her, Chen Qing makes an excuse, slips into the changing room, switches back to her Chen Yu look, and tries to leave, but the two of them catch her. "Chen Yu, what are you doing here?" She lies. "I came for a part-time job." Tu Feng says, "You don't need to work here, come with me," and takes her along. On the way, Gu Nan invites Chen Yu to his grandmother's party too, and that evening she attends with Zhang, where Xin Ya, jealous, insults her. "How did you even get in here? And how did the guard let you in? You must be here to make money, but let me tell you now, your business won't work here." Just then, Tu Feng arrives and compliments Chen Yu, making Zinya feel even worse. When Zinya and her friends start bothering Chen Yu, Tu Feng apologizes to Gu Nan for leaving early and takes Chen Yu's hand, leaving with her. He then takes her to show off his basketball skills. "I'm actually really good, but I can never play in front of people." She's happy watching him. He says, "Since I'm famous, people assume my life is great, but I can't do anything I want. And I always even have to hide the fact that I'm good at basketball. Sometimes I envy you and people like you thinking you have nothing to hide from anyone." She replies, "Why do you think I have nothing to hide? Maybe I have a big secret too, one I haven't told you." Just then she hears a rat and, terrified, climbs onto his back since she's deathly afraid of rats. "Who's actually afraid of a rat?" he says. "Come on, I'll cure you of this, and carries her over to it, only to find it's not a rat at all but a small kitten. The next day, the teacher calls Chen Yu into the office, where she finds her grandfather waiting, who scolds her over her appearance. What have you done to yourself? Do you enjoy making a mockery of yourself? You can't keep living like this. I come with me right now. She tries to explain, I don't want to go. I'm living my life the way I want to. He won't listen until she spots a poster for the annual beauty contest and tells him, I'll enter this beauty contest. If I don't win first place, I'll go home with you, but if I win, you have to respect my decision. Her grandfather agrees immediately, confident there's no way she could win looking like this. When she submits her form, Zinya taunts her again. You should take a good look at your own face before entering, and how could you ever think you'd beat me? Unbothered, Chen Yu says, beauty isn't just about a pretty face. Impressed, her classmates start supporting her, but Tufeng tells her not to enter. I don't want you to get hurt. This angers her. How can you discourage me like this? You should be supporting me. After days of practice, the contest day arrives. In the makeup room, Zinya taunts her yet again. How does someone with such an ugly face even have the nerve to enter a beauty contest? But Chen Yu ignores her and focuses on her food, since she needs energy more than makeup right now. The show begins and students question the contestants. One asks Chen Yu, you must know yourself that you're not beautiful. So what motivated you to enter this competition? Gunan objects to the question, but Chen Yu says she'll answer it herself. A person's beauty isn't just their outer looks. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. It's something you feel. Everyone loves her answer and applauds, and her grandfather feels proud. In the second round, she performs her song with Tufeng accompanying her, but she still doesn't win. First place goes to Zinya instead, because her grandfather had already arranged it with a judge, hoping it would bring her home. But after seeing her confidence throughout the contest, he decides to let her live life on her own terms. That night, the manager calls Chen Yu. You need to go with Tufeng for a shoot tomorrow. In the morning, she overhears students talking about their class trip and how everyone who's gone before found their true love there. I don't believe that, she says. So a student shows her some couples who met on that very trip and are still together. This makes her happy, until she remembers she has a shoot that day and worries how she'll make the trip. But she thinks Tufeng has to go too, so he'll surely get the manager to cancel the shoot. Just then, she sees him on the phone with the manager and thinks happily, now he's surely calling to tell me it's canceled. Instead, she gets a call telling her, Tufeng needs to go on a trip, so come in early for the shoot. Furious, she doesn't notice Tufeng watching her, wondering who she's talking to so sweetly. He walks over to eavesdrop, but she snaps, all this is happening because of you, and storms off, leaving him confused about what he did wrong. At the shoot, after filming wraps, Chen Qing is about to leave, but the car coming for her breaks down. Tufeng offers, why don't you come with me? We're heading to a trip spot not far from here. She refuses at first, but he insists it's wonderful that Gunan will be there too, and she gives in. Once there, Tufeng quietly tells Gunan, look, Chen Qing came too. I brought her here so you two could spend more time together, and introduces her to all his friends, who all like her except Zinya. Noticing Chen Yu hasn't arrived yet, Tufeng asks Zhang, who says she'll come once she finishes her work, and calls her. But Chen Qing quietly silences the phone in her bag, which Gunan notices, though he already knows the truth. Worried, Tufeng says, she's never been here before, what if she's lost? And goes off to find her. Realizing he'll keep searching endlessly, Chen Qing makes a washroom excuse, changes back into Chen Yu, and comes to him. Where have you been wandering off to? He asks. I got lost, and hurt my leg too, she says. He scolds her. You're so careless. You can't take care of yourself for a bit. Come sit. Let me fix that. But she's ready to argue instead. After tending to her injury, he takes her along. Come, today, I'll introduce you to someone. You should learn from her. But now, Chen Qing has disappeared. He starts scolding Gunan. Where did she go? And why did you let her wander off? What if she got lost, you careless fool? And rushes off to find her, leaving Chen. You worried. I just became Chen Yu, and now I have to become Chen Qing again? But she has no choice, just to keep him from worrying. This goes on for a while. Whenever he brings back Chen Yu, Chen Qing is missing, and vice versa, forcing her to keep switching her look, until Gunan can't take it anymore. He confronts her. You're Chen Yu, aren't you? Stop the act. I already know you're both the same person. Shocked, she confides the rest. I only came here to find information about my dad. Once I get it, I'll leave. But please, keep my secret until then. Gunan promises, I won't tell anyone, and if you ever need help, you can ask me. After talking, the two return to Tufeng, who asks where Chen Yu is. She's really tired, she went to rest, Gunan says. All the friends then decide to hike to the mountaintop to watch shooting stars and make wishes. Tufeng doesn't want to leave Chen Yu alone, but Gunan and Zinya convince him to come along. After a long walk, they still can't reach the top, and night falls. Gunan says, "For everyone's safety, we should turn back. There's a forest ahead, and it's too risky to continue." Everyone agrees and starts heading back, but then Chen Qing's foot slips and she falls into a deep ravine. Trying to save her, Tufeng falls in too. Everyone panics, but Gunan reassures them. "We shouldn't panic right now. We should call a rescue team instead." After the fall, both of them lie unconscious for a while. Chen Qing comes to first, finds she has only minor injuries, while Tufeng's leg is badly hurt, and helps him settle to one side. "Who knows how long we'll be stuck here," she says. "It's so dark, and we don't even have our phones." They call out for help, but their voices don't carry. Tufeng reassures her. "Don't worry, I'm with you, and our friends will bring help soon." Since it's cold, he gives her his jacket and tries to distract her. "It's actually pretty nice down here, isn't it? If Gunan were here with you, it'd feel even more romantic." This makes her laugh. "We're in such a huge mess, and you're still saying things like this." As he checks the cut on her head, she suddenly confesses, "I like you." Startled, he hesitates, then admits, "I'm sorry, but I already like someone else." By then, Gunan has found his way there through another path and stops to listen. Tufeng continues, "I don't know when or how it happened, but it's my classmate Chen Yu that I like. Whenever I'm with her, I forget I'm supposed to be some kind of idol. She's a bit strange, sure, but somehow she became such a special person in my life without me even noticing. I get jealous seeing her with other guys, and I like protecting her." This makes Chen Qing happy, knowing he likes Chen Yu for exactly who she is. He adds, "I might have hurt you, but my friend Gunan is a great guy. You should give him a chance." Not wanting Tufeng to keep talking about her, Gunan steps into view. "When did you get here?" Tufeng asks. "I found another way in. Thank God you two are safe," Gunan says, and calls Zinya to tell her they're okay. The next day at college, Tufeng, seeing Zhang alone, asks, "Why isn't Chen Yu with you? Where is she? I haven't seen her in a while." Zhang says she's not feeling well and won't attend class. We see Chen Yu, overjoyed after learning Tufeng likes her, too shy to face him. Then the teacher walks into a washroom, finds a girl there, and embarrassed says, "Sorry, wrong place, Mom," and leaves. But that girl is Tufeng in disguise, sneaking into the girls' dorm to see Chen Yu. "Why do you keep dressing up as a girl?" she asks. "Do you enjoy it now? And what if someone recognizes you here? It'll cause a huge problem." He says, "How else was I supposed to get in? You're sick, so I cooked you food myself and brought it. And instead of thanking me, you're scolding me." Delighted that he cooked for her, she happily eats. Just then, Zhang walks in, spots a boy in their room, and screams, forcing Tufeng to flee. Before Chen Yu can explain, word spreads through the whole dorm, and all the girls grab whatever they can find to chase him out. The next morning, all the girls are still gossiping about the boy who snuck into their dorm dressed as a girl and vanished. Tufeng listens in too. Suspecting it was him, Gunan asks anyway, "You didn't happen to sneak into the girls' dorm yesterday, did you?" "No, not at all," he says. Just then, a student tells Chen Yu her teacher wants to see her in the office. There, the teacher says, "You wanted to know about your dad, right? I looked into it. Your parents both died in a car accident. Your grandfather probably didn't tell you because he didn't want you to get hurt." Devastated, Chen Yu calls her grandfather, crying, "Why did you hide the truth from me? My parents are both dead, but you always told me my mom died from illness and that my dad abandoned her." He tries to explain he had his own reasons, but she won't listen. She goes outside and breaks down, and her friends find her. What happened all of a sudden? She tells them the truth. "I just found out my dad has passed away too." Zhang comforts her, and Tufeng and Gunan reassure her as well. She tells them, "I only came here to find out about my dad, but now that he's gone, there's no point staying. I'm leaving this college." But the three of them convince her to stay, and after much persuading, she agrees. That night, all of Chen Yu's friends throw her a surprise birthday party, which makes her incredibly happy, hoping to help her have some fun. After everyone else leaves, Tufeng sings her a song he wrote for his mom, then takes off a locket from around his neck and gives it to her. "My mom gave me this. It's protected me through every hardship, but I want it to protect you now." We then see Zinya, who's found out Tufeng celebrated Chen Yu's birthday. Deeply hurt, she tells Yi Yang, and seeing her like this upsets him too, so he goes to warn Chen Yu. "Stay away from Tufeng." Zinya doesn't like this and yanks the locket off her neck. Furious, Chen Yu starts using her fighting skills on him, but her foot slips and she falls down the stairs, hurting herself. Panicked, Yi Yang realizes he never meant to actually hurt her. We see Chen Yu in the hospital, telling Zhang, "Please, don't tell Tufeng anything about my condition, or he'll get really angry at Yi Yang." But Tufeng overhears and goes straight to confront Yi Yang, starting a fight. Suspecting Tufeng might do something rash, Chen Yu follows and finds them already fighting, with a helium gas leak nearby making both their voices sound funny. The gas triggers a traumatic memory in Tufeng, causing him to pick Yi Yang up and throw him. But Zhang jumps in to save him and gets hurt in the process. The gas affects Tufeng so badly that he doesn't even stop to help. He just storms off. We see Yi Yang and Zhang at the hospital. Meanwhile, Chen Yu asks Gunan if he knows where Tu Feng is, but he doesn't either. He then tells her Tu Feng's backstory. His first love, Xin Yu, was Xinya's older sister. In a car accident, both Tu Feng and Xin Yu fell into the water. He was rescued, but she died. He blames himself for it, and whenever he's upset, he withdraws like this. Chen Yu, Gunan, and their friends set out to find him. After a long search, she finds him and tells him, "Whatever happened in the past was just an accident. You need to stop blaming yourself. It only keeps hurting you and it won't change anything." He says, "No, it really was my fault." In a flashback, Tu Feng, Xin Yu, and their friends are on a trip. Yi Yang was going to drop her home, but Tu Feng insisted on taking her himself. Yi Yang argued his driving wasn't good enough, and the two started bickering until Gu Nan suggested they settle it with a quick fight. Whoever won would drive her home. Tu Feng won and drove her back, so happy that he drove too fast, until the brakes failed. The car went out of control and they both ended up in the water. He was rescued. She wasn't. Back in the present, Tu Feng says, "I've already lost Xin Yu, but I don't want to lose another important person in my life. So promise me, you'll always stay by my side." Chen Yu promises. Tu Feng then goes with Chen Yu to visit Yi Yang, though the two of them keep speaking with an edge, as if ready to start fighting again. Yi Yang asks Chen Yu to help him to the washroom, but Tu Feng says, "Aren't you embarrassed wanting a girl to take you there? Come on, I'll take you." And even though Yi Yang wants to manage alone, Tu Feng insists on going with him and supporting him back. Spending this time together at the hospital, Yi Yang and Zhang end up becoming friends too. Tu Feng then signs on for an ad shoot requiring him to film in water, but he's terrified of it, so Chen Yu helps him work through his fear. She takes him to an animated movie about ocean life, but even that scares him. Then she takes him to a fountain, where they play in the water together. Next, she has him step into a pool. You don't have to swim, just stand near the edge. He musters the courage. Then at a beach, she pretends to be drowning. He rushes in to save her, successfully rescuing her, and in the process finally lets go of his guilt over Xin Yu, but afterward both of them pass out. Tu Feng wakes up in the hospital to a message from Chen Yu that her grandfather has fallen ill, so she's gone home. We see Chen Yu with her grandfather, upset with him. "You used being sick as an excuse to get me here, and all you have is a cold, and you're such a drama king." He says, "I missed you. I didn't see any chance of you coming back on your own, so I thought this was the right way." He then tells her about her parents. "At first I thought your dad was responsible for the accident, but later I realized it was just an accident. No one's fault. And you deserve to know the truth." She forgives him. "You're all I have left in this world, and I don't want to stay angry with you." Just then, Tu Feng calls. "I've arrived in your city. Now give me your home address." Stunned, she hesitates. But her grandfather, who already knows their relationship has become more than friendship, takes the phone, gives Tu Feng the address of a village, and tells her, "If you want to know this boy's true colors, do exactly as I say." Her grandfather then sends her to pick up Tu Feng using a pushcart, which he finds ridiculous. "I'm such a huge celebrity, and you've come to pick me up in this cart? If anyone sees this, my reputation is trashed." But he ends up peddling it himself and finds it surprisingly fun. When they reach the village, Chen Yu wonders which house her grandfather meant. "You silly girl, don't you even remember your own house?" Tu Feng says. She brings him to a small, rundown house. Surprised, he asks if she really lives there, and as soon as he opens the door and steps in, the roof starts collapsing. Her grandfather, sitting right there, blames him instead of welcoming him. "That stick is a family heirloom. It saved us through so many hardships, and the moment you walk in, you knock it down." Tu Feng says, "Don't worry, I'll fix it right now," and repairs the roof himself, despite never having seen a house like this before. As soon as he finishes, her grandfather says, "Now come with me to the field, and Chen Yu, get dinner ready." Her grandfather takes Tu Feng to the field and teaches him how to farm. Tu Feng follows along, obediently. The grandfather hands him fertilizer to spread across the field. "This smells like really fresh soil," Tu Feng remarks. The grandfather points to a nearby buffalo. "Yes, our buffalo eats fresh grass, so its dung is fresh too." Tu Feng nearly throws up. After a full day's work, the grandfather praises him. "For a first-timer, you did well, but being a celebrity, this probably wasn't pleasant for you." Tu Feng says, "No, I really enjoyed this, and now I understand why Chen Yu is always so happy. Otherwise, people like us never escape our problems." Heading back, they see smoke from the house and panic, thinking there's a fire. But Chen Yu explains she was cooking fish, and it suddenly came back to life and started flying. Just then, another of her grandfather's teammates arrives, Chen Yu's best friend, who gets close to Tu Feng and tries to flirt with him, but he keeps his distance. Everyone sits down to eat, and the sight of Chen Yu's food alone is enough to fill Tu Feng up, since instead of cooking it, she'd practically burned it. Still, her grandfather serves him first. "You're our guest. You go first." Tu Feng musters the courage to eat it. Chen Yu then asks her grandfather, "Why are you doing all this, and why is that girl clinging to Tu Feng so much? Why did you even invite her?" He says, just wait and see. If he really loves you, he won't be drawn to anyone else. Afterward, the two of them talk about their childhoods in the field, and Tu Feng confesses, ever since you came into my life, everything's felt good, and I've realized I'm in love with you. She doesn't answer yet. I need some time to think. He's about to kiss her, but her friend shows up and ruins the moment. That night, Tu Feng sets up solar panels to bring electricity to the house, since it has none, then leaves. Afterward, her grandfather tells Chen Yu, I'm proud of your choice. You've picked a good man. If you want, you can tell him the truth about yourself. In the next scene, Chen Yu is with Gu Nan at a street food stall. Afterwards, she tells him, I want to tell Tu Feng that I like him, but I don't know how because I still haven't told him I'm Chen Qing. This hurts Gu Nan a little since he was about to confess his own feelings that day, but he hides them and advises her instead, if you want this relationship to move forward, tell him your secret soon because if he finds out from someone else, he won't trust you anymore. This resonates with her, and afterward they have some drinks and head back, unaware someone is photographing them. The next morning, she thanks him. I was so drunk last night I could barely walk. Thank God you got me home safely. By the way, what were you about to tell me? He says he doesn't remember, but she keeps pressing until he finally says, I know there's no point saying this now, but I like you. She laughs at first, then looks upset. You don't need to feel bad, he says. I already got over it since you're about to become my friend's girlfriend. And it doesn't matter to me whether you're Chen Yu or Chen Qing. We're good friends, and always will be. Now come here and give me a hug. Happily, she hugs him. But just then, Tu Feng arrives, and, seeing them like this, completely misunderstands, especially since he just overheard that Chen Yu is Chen Qing. Furious, he tells her, everyone here already knew you were Chen Qing, but you only lied to me. I'm sorry I lied, she says. But what you just saw was a misunderstanding. There's nothing between us. Just then, Xin Ya shows up and stirs the fight further, and Tu Feng storms off. Chen Yu goes to college and tells Zhang her secret first. Gu Nan tries to explain things to Tu Feng, but Tu Feng turns his anger on him instead. What kind of friend are you? You knew her secret the whole time and never told me? I was the fool who trusted all of you. Gu Nan says, yes, I admit I fell for the same girl you did. But the day I learned about your feelings, I let go of any thoughts about Chen Qing. Chen Yu's friends then tell her about a clock tower. Supposedly, if you go there and make a wish, or want to fix something from your past, it takes you back to that exact moment. This gives her an idea, and she rushes there and pleads, please take me back to when I ran away from home. No, wait, not that. Take me back to when Tu Feng confessed his feelings to me, so I can tell him my true identity at that same moment. The clock replies, you were only allowed one wish, but you made a mistake. So your punishment is that I'll take you back to the day you ran away from home, so your grandfather can catch you and lock you up instead. Terrified, she starts screaming until she hears Tu Feng laughing, realizing it wasn't the clock tower at all, but him the whole time. You're so silly, he says. Someone fed you a fake story, and you actually believed it and came all the way here. She says, I don't know what's true or false. I just wanted to tell you that I've liked you since the moment I first saw you. He says, whether you're Chen Yu or Chen Qing, I only know one thing. You're the girl I love. He hugs her, and they kiss, and whatever tension existed between them melts away. Afterward, Tu Feng wants to make their relationship public, but Chen Yu stops him. That might hurt your career. He agrees to keep it private. All the friends then go on a trip together and enjoy playing games. That night, Tu Feng tells his friends about his relationship with Chen Yu, devastating Xin Ya when she hears it, and instead of comforting her, one of her friends gives her terrible advice. You should blackmail Tu Feng. Influenced by this, Xin Ya swallows a large number of sleeping pills. When Tu Feng finds out, he rushes her to the hospital, where Chen Yu gets a call that her grandfather is seriously ill, and she heads home. His condition is very serious, so Chen Yu takes over the responsibility of running his business. Meanwhile, Xin Ya's friend keeps pressuring Tu Feng. Xin Yu's death was because of you too. Do you want the same thing to happen to Xin Ya now? Tu Feng says, Xin Ya has misunderstood my care for her. I've never seen her that way. But the friend keeps emotionally blackmailing him, and even Xin Ya's mom tells him, I lost my older daughter, and I never blamed you for it, but now I don't want to lose Xin Ya too. Please, if you can save her. All of this puts him under enormous stress. That night, he gets a call from Chen Yu, upset with him. My grandfather is so seriously ill and you haven't even called me once. He tells her, I think being together will hurt the people around us, so we should break up. She hangs up devastated. The next day, preparations begin for Tu Feng and Xin Ya's engagement. Gu Nan confronts him angrily. If you love Chen Yu, how can you get engaged to Xin Ya? Tu Feng snaps. Do you think I'm doing this because I want to? Xin Yu lost her life because of me, and I don't want the same thing to happen to Xin Ya. You saw how many times she tried to kill herself. He walks off, then calls Chen Yu. I'm sorry. I know I'm doing something really wrong to you, but I don't want to put Xin Ya's life at risk again, so I've decided to marry her. Devastated, she says, it's fine. Whatever decision you've made, I respect it. And and hangs up. But her grandfather encourages her. You shouldn't give up on the person you love. You should do everything you can to win him back. We then see Tu Feng and Xin Ya at the engagement hall. She's overjoyed, he's deeply upset, and she seems oblivious to his pain. Just then, Chen Yu walks in and Xin Ya screams at her. Why have you come back to ruin our happiness again? Chen Yu says, I'm not here to steal your groom. I just want to shake his hand for 5 seconds. But when she takes Tu Feng's hand, she doesn't let go. Seeing her effort gives him the courage to speak up. And he tells everyone, the girl I love is Chen Yu. And I'm sorry, Zinya, but I can't marry you. And even if I did, I'd never be able to make you happy. He leaves with Chen Yu. Tu Feng's fans are thrilled that their idol has found true love. We then see Yi Yang confess to Zhang, I like you. I know I've made a lot of mistakes in the past and I wasn't good enough for you either, but I promise I'll become the kind of partner you want. Zhang agrees to be his girlfriend, since she already liked him too. We see Chen Yu getting ready for college when Zhang says, today's the first day of the last semester. Why don't you go as your true self? Every girl wants to look her most beautiful on a day like this. Chen Yu likes the idea, curious how everyone will react to her real self. So she shows up as Chen Qing, and everyone stares as if they've never seen such a beautiful girl before, which makes Tu Feng intensely jealous. When she asks, so what's different about me today? He says, you're just not wearing your glasses. You're the same as always. A crowd gathers to see her beauty, so he tells her, change back and become Chen Yu again. To me, you're just as lovely either way, and I don't want everyone else drooling over you except me. So she switches back, and no one even glances at her anymore. She then takes him somewhere private, telling him no one there pays attention to anyone else so he can be himself. Already tired of his fame, he finally gets to enjoy himself openly with her. They go watch a horror movie together, where she's so scared that she neither watches it herself, nor lets him watch it either. Meanwhile, Yi Yang and Zhang are living happily. Gunan, upset, talks to himself. Looks like I'm not meant to find a partner in this lifetime. I'll have to wait for the next one. Chen Yu starts her job as a comic artist, and Tu Feng gets a job offer from a US company. Going there has always been his dream, but he worries, if I go, I'll be far from her. He visits her, and she happily tells him she got the job. So tell me, what should I name my studio? Name it after me, he suggests. Absolutely not, she says. People will think I'm using your fame. She's so happy that he doesn't want to bring up the US offer and dampen her mood. Chen Yu's drawing skills are excellent, so her boss soon tells her she's received an offer to work on an anime project in Japan. But I'm still in college, she says. There are great colleges in Japan too, he replies. You could continue your studies there. It's a great opportunity. Now, like Tu Feng, she starts worrying about being so far from him. She brings it up. My company wants me to go to Japan. He asks what she wants. I won't go because I want to stay with you, she says, hugging him. Just then he tells her, my company wants to send me to America too. So what have you decided? She asks. I haven't decided yet, he says. Upset, she says, that means you want to go. Could you come with me? He asks. Just then, a notification pops up on her phone. News of Tu Feng going to America is already all over the internet. Angry, she says, that means this has been going on for a while and you're only telling me now, and storms off. But once home, she reconsiders. I shouldn't have gotten so angry. He was just about to tell me, so what if it took a little longer? She calls him. I'm sorry about today. I've thought about it, and I realize you're going there to advance your career. Music is your dream, and I should support you. You should go. Afterward, Tu Feng decides to go to America. In the morning, he tells her, I'm leaving for America soon. You'll come see me off, won't you? This makes her emotional. She hugs him, crying, I don't think I can bear to watch you leave, so let's just say goodbye right now, and walks away. The next day, she sits in class, missing him terribly, while he's on his way to the airport, thinking of her the whole time. After much thought, he tells his boss, I'm sorry. I made this decision without really listening to my heart, and I can't go through with it. Please forgive me. He gets off right there and runs back toward the college. Meanwhile, Chen Yu rushes out of class toward the airport to say goodbye. When Tu Feng reaches the classroom, he finds out she's gone to the airport. She's standing there with chocolates, thinking, maybe I got here too late. Feeling down, she starts heading back, but on the way, she runs into Tu Feng, standing there singing for her, with all their friends gathered around, watching. Overjoyed, she watches as Tu Feng, holding a mic, tells her in front of everyone, no matter what happens, I will never leave you because I love you. Then the two of them kiss. In the final scene of the drama, Chen Yu is writing her comic. Xin Ya has found someone new who loves her. Yang and Zhang's relationship is going well, but poor Gunan is still alone. Just then, a new girl arrives at their college, and the moment Gunan sees her, he feels a spark of love, so he takes her around to show her the campus. In her comic, Chen Yu has written the whole story, and at the end, added about herself, after canceling the US offer, Tu Feng's career came to an end, and now he's completely dependent on me. We also have a child, and Tufeng stays home like a good house husband, taking care of the baby. Reading this, Tufeng says, "What kind of joke is this? Why did you write that my career is over? My fans still love me. Aye. And where did this baby even come from?" She says, "Come on, I had to write something to finish the story. Don't worry, I'll give you a great comeback in the next chapter." But he storms off angrily and she follows him. "Hey, it's okay, don't be mad, I'll change the story." Little squabbles like this keep happening between them, and that's where the drama has its happy ending.